Hey, so good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's very early. I've been up since 5. It's now 7. And so after some meditation and everything, I usually pull my cards. My kids are still sleeping. Obviously, it's a weekend. But Aries, I have to say, I don't know if this is you. I don't know how many Aries can relate. So you may be having restrictions with your money. So you like testing the waters. You're pouring one cup into another cup to fill it for a little while. Then you got to pour it out of that cup into the other cup. And so it's kind of like, paying one bill, then paying another bill, and you get the idea. So this doesn't always have to apply to Aries, but I was saying Aries for the ones that keep getting overseas trip, right? A lot of us Aries may be moving, and maybe you are not an Aries and you are also planning a move. So in this move, you get the Wheel of Fortune. Your element of money, thank goodness, is increasing, and you get the overseas trip and a completion phase. So if this is the time in your life where you have been planning this for a while, maybe this is something that you have really been wanting to do, this overseas trip, whether it's a move, whether it's a vacation. I do get the sense of, not just for myself, but the sense for anybody who would be receiving this reading, that you have been restricting your money in order to have this completion phase, right? So we go back to the money. In order for you to have this overseas trip, you have to have a certain amount of money. And in order to have that certain amount of money, you have to keep playing with your money to keep your money at an elevated state, because you are going on an overseas trip and this is a completion phase. And in order to complete something, let's face it, you're going to need a lot of money to make it happen. And an overseas trip, well, let's face that too. That's quite expensive. Whether this is a vacation again or a movement, both of the two are very expensive. Again, you can be coming into Speedy Love. This is now the 4th, 5th, 6th time Speedy News coming of Arrows of Love, okay? So you may be speaking to somebody, you may know somebody already, or you have not met the person. But what I am going to say about this love, when it comes in speedy like that, it's telling me that it's going to happen so fast. So either you're going to meet the person and it's going to be like a love at first sight type of thing, or when it's time for something to, I guess, the love to be shown or proven, this person is going to come out. The arrows are going to fly. You're going to see. It's kind of going to be like a firework in the air. Like, I'm over here, bump, ba-da-dum, bump, 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 and you see these lights, and it's someone calling for your attention. And I literally just got like fireworks, like, come over here, because of the overseas trip, right? So maybe I even feel like you could possibly be going to be closer to this person. So there's a lot that could be said about this with the arrows of love right after the Wheel of Fortune, the overseas trip, and a completion phase. So you complete, you walk away from everything. God, guys, please excuse me. I'm going to the rhino doctor next week. I can't take it. Thank God. I said this before. I may be getting a nose job. Not by choice. Believe me, I didn't live with my nose for 50 years and learn to love it just to have to get a nose job. This is not something by choice. I really do wish my mother was a better parent and took better care of me as a child. Moving forward, you may also come from a situation like that where you didn't have the greatest parents. And I think we should do some readings on things like that, things of that nature. And we'll pull up on, our past. If that's something you want, you could always, message me privately. These are not, I don't like to charge for my readings. I mean, if you want to donate, that's fine. But honestly, if you choose to pay, that's great. I thank you and I appreciate it. But I would love to also just genuinely give you readings, because it keeps me focused and my eyes constantly able to pick up for other people. I can pick up for myself easily, but to always be able to pick up for other people, I have to stay continuously in the practice. So please feel free to reach out after this message. Okay. Again, this is an early morning message. If it's not for you, then pass it on by. Okay. Anyway, this is for my people who want a reading every day. And a lot of people don't do them on YouTube. I noticed that on the weekends. So I decided I would start doing it. So just real quick, I'm going to stop and pause. I'm going to pull one more card. All right, so I just wanted to get a signs of the time message. Sorry about that. Again, it's early. I'm trying to be quiet. So we're being told to take action. If we're in our completion phase, that means, and you're planning an overseas trip or it's something you've been thinking about, it's time to now book it. Start looking into where you're going to stay, all of that. The action sunflower, it's telling us that it's starting to blossom. So the dream, the seed that you planted is starting to grow. The sunflower says so much. I could stare at it and give you an entire message. Okay. The sunflower can stay rooted for an entire season, 3 seasons, winter, fall, and doesn't open up until 2 seasons, right? Spring and summer. Excuse me. And so this sunflower, it is one of the strongest flowers in the summer. It endures all of the heat and all of the strongest rays of the sun. That is actually what it takes for the sunflower to remain healthy and really grow. That's why it's called the sunflower, not just because of its shape, but also because of the way that it needs to grow. Kind of like an exotic plant. It needs to grow in really warm climates. It needs plenty of water. It needs plenty of sun. And throughout its growth, you will get sunflower seeds if you take proper care of your sunflower. Okay. There are different types of sunflower plants. Now you see this one here. It does look like the one that gives you sunflower seeds. If you look in close, you can pluck the seeds out. Okay. Those seeds drop all year long. All summer long. They are your ideas. They are your dreams. They are everything that you are planning. You were planning all of this in your sunflower starting last year. Last year is when the seed started, when you planted it and decided you were going to do these things that you were about to do this year. That's why you've got the completion of a phase, which makes so much sense with the sunflower. Okay. So now all of those seeds that you dropped out of you and, they fell into the ground, whether it be the overseas trip, you knew the money was going to come in or you were waiting for the elevation of money. Maybe it's your taxes, right? And that's the elevation of money. Maybe you said, oh, when I get my taxes next year, I'm going to take a trip. Or when I get my taxes next year, I'm going to do this. Again, a lot of people are moving overseas trip though. Okay. And this could be a cruise and this could be like DR and this could be, another country, obviously. But you planned it last year. Not only did you plan that last year, but you also planned to let go of a lot of things from your past, things that no longer serve you. And you saw yourself exactly where you're standing today. You did see yourself here. You spoke it into your reality. And now here you are. Your flower is starting to open. The seeds are ready to be picked. When I say the seeds are ready to be picked, I mean those seeds now that are growing are the ones that you can eat and enjoy and live and chew. And there's nothing to spit out except for the shell. And that will go into the earth. And that will be part of your memories. The shell is a memory. Okay? So for every time your sunflower opens and closes, and every year that it does this, you are planting new seeds and you are creating new memories. So with that in mind, the sunflower says take action. So if there is somebody that you are interested in, it is telling you to take action because there is speedy love, right? So that means don't sit on this. Okay, I have 2 seconds left. Don't be quiet. Don't hold your mouth. Say something. Not, don't be overly ambitious about the love affair, but just say something to heighten the awareness. On that note, guys, have a happy, happy Saturday. Okay, bye bye.